Good evening, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is December 27, 2024. Here is another weekly analysis. All right, so we just got a positive week and Santa Claus rally happens this week, but it was kind of like a shallow rally to the upside, especially when today we just got a sell-off, sharp sell-off to the downside, and just to form this doji on a weekly chart. But at the same time, we just got a positive momentum. So after 2 weeks corrective move, we just got a one bullish harami, which is positive. So I would just say this is very neutral week, and still we can make two new all-time high potentially in January. So again, everything is depending on if we get above this high or not. So as long as we are below this high, we are in a consolidation phase. We are due for a corrective move to the downside, potentially for another 5 to 10% to the downside. So this week market closed below 6,000, which is warning. And people just are getting nervous, especially when we are getting below 6,000. Actually, 6,000 is not a miraculous number. It's just a psychological number that everyone pays attention to. But at the same time, if you're just getting rally back above 6,000, that would be kind of like a very bullish signal for the market. Next week, we will have a holiday session on Wednesday and the January 1st. And that would be kind of like the holiday. So next week still is going to be a short volume trading session. However, the second week of January, everyone is coming back from vacation, and we are going to see lots of volatility and lots of bigger volumes trading session coming back to the market. All right, so let me just go back to a daily chart, and here is the daily chart for S&P 500. We just, as I said, we got kind of like a negative candle today. Yesterday, we just got a doji bar, but this negative candle got into this SMA 50. We got kind of like a buy signal here, very short-term buy signal, and our first target triggered. I just posted in my channel, in Telegram channel, and this is kind of like still we are within this QM pattern. And this QM pattern triggers. It doesn't mean that it has to go all the way down. There is going to be a potential scenario to get all the way down here, but this is kind of like the beginning of the selling zone. And as I said, I'm not selling. I was waiting for this happens and see how far it's going to stretch to the downside, then getting back to the buy or buy signal. So we just nibble in, just scalping, and got a buy signal in a 1 hour and also 4 hours time frame, and first target hit. So that's enough. But I would say for the bigger perspective, still looking for this is kind of like a low. This is higher low, and this higher low, if we just got a rally on Monday with a nice candle, so that would be kind of like a nice bullish consolidation, and this bullish consolidation can form another rally to the upside to 6,200. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq, Nasdaq weekly chart. So this is kind of like the same scenario here. We got a bullish candle this week, but this bullish candle as a bullish harami is forming within this consolidation in a weekly perspective. So all in all, I should say we should give market benefit of doubt. There is no kind of like a sell zone or sell signal still. A market just to keep momentum to the upside, and Nasdaq is the same. So we are not getting a hard sell signal. I would say the hard sell signal is coming in 2025. By the way, I just prepared my forecast for market outlook 2025, and this is coming this weekend. So make sure just notify your YouTube bell icon as well, and also subscribe to our channel, because we are going to have 2025 outlook, and that would be lots of interesting materials are going to be covered, and it's going to be lots of fun covering all those materials. So stay tuned for that one. Again, 2025 outlook is coming. And I would say these type of corrective moves is nothing based on what I see in the chart, especially middle of 2025. Okay, I'm not going to spoil that video, so make sure watch that video as well. Nasdaq, we just got back test here. This is low, this is higher low, and as long as we are above this low, we can see some kind of like a momentum is getting back to the upside. This is kind of like a nice ABC up, and that can happen anytime soon. Potentially on Monday, if we get a green bar, then we can continue to the upside, potentially to 23,000 down the road. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow. Dow just got a negative bar after a nice week. This is kind of like a nice uh, bullish Harami candle. And I know that lots of people are kind of like disappointed. They want to see like spiking up to the upside. But after 3 consecutive lows, this is forming a higher low with a bullish candle. Not a bad session for Dow. So I would say weekly candle still positive. We are holding above SMA 20, and this is very nice. So if you want to just see the bigger picture of that one, I would say this is still can go higher. So we got kind of like a low in December 20th and then getting back up nicely. So this could be like a after 4 consecutive days to the upside, we just got the fifth one. And that would be kind of like a corrective move. Still, we can go to 44,000 area for Dow Jones. Moving on to gold, which was a positive today, early session, but ended up to the negative one. So gold is forming a kind of like a very exhaustive, or I should say shallow rally within this white range bar. Still below lots of main moving averages, and also based on the candle perspective, we cannot manage to get above this at 27.16. Anytime we got here, sell signal just trigger lots of people just sold, and we are forming a nice bearish consolidation here in a bigger picture, still looking for gold to get to 25 to 2400 for a great buying opportunity. Right now, pencil is down. Moving on to silver. Silver is the same. Actually, it's just forming a very better clear picture for a next move to the downside. So that would be kind of like the scenario if we get here to $27, $28 for silver per ounce. That would be a fantastic buying opportunity. This pattern forms another H pattern to the downside. So let's see how it goes. Moving on to crude. Crude just getting back to the positive momentum. Nice bullish consolidation though. I like the pattern for crude. Crude is forming kind of like a clear picture compared to last, I would say, yeah, so last 6 months, crude is very, very choppy. At least since September, crude is very choppy. It doesn't go anywhere. But right now, we are just forming a nice bullish consolidation. So energy stocks, I would say, they're gonna just getting ready for rally as well. And crude can tackle 274, 276, at least for the short term. I would say crude potentially is gonna be a good one in 2020. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to, let me go to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin just forming, this is bond yield. Let me just go to Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is forming a negative bar today. So this is kind of like a bearish momentum and a bearish pattern. So you see that there are lots of tackling to this area, which is 92 to 94,000. So this is the area. As much we hammered this level is going to get weaker and weaker, and a sharp sell-off is coming, potentially 80 to 82, 86 to 88. So those levels are going to be a fantastic buying opportunity waiting for those ones. Ethereum is the same. We just got a rejection to 3,400, getting back to 33, 32. And that could be kind of like a sell signal for Ethereum as well. It can go lower to 2,800 down the road. Moving on to bond yield. Bond yield is just getting back to the downside, the doji bar here. So still, it is not a bad pattern for bond yield. But I would say this is a bullish consolidation. We may see another trigger pattern to the upside. 4.60% to 4.70% is coming. At the same time, Treasury is forming the final low. I would say even if it goes lower, that would be the final low for a rally to the upside. Bond yield is going to get to the top. Still not yet. So bond yield can just spike up another potential I would say maximum 5%, and Treasury can go down here to 3%, then getting back to the upside. Moving on to VIX, VIX just to form the positive momentum, getting back to the $18, but coming back down, still forming the bottom here. I would say this is kind of like the corrective rally, and still VIX can hang on around here. Dixie just getting back down. Doesn't follow the bond yield, but still a doji bar. Magma indicator is just getting back to the downside, pretty similar to Nasdaq. Just the low here is the higher low. So if we get a green bar on Monday, we may see rally continuing to the upside. Apple just getting back to the downside today after yesterday new all-time high. Even after hours, it took a hit. Apple 255. Amazon just getting back to the downside, $3 down here as well. So we may see Amazon somewhere around here. Meta just at $3.54 down. This is kind of like a very nice, I would say, Dragonfly Doji, a higher low here. And Microsoft, just after getting below this trend line, Doji bar getting back to the upside, a lower shadow is good. However, this trend line is broken. We don't want to see Microsoft to stay around here, because if it stays below this trend line, that is going to be a failure and can go lower. I would say a green bar can help Microsoft. Google, $2.84 down, and 1.45% to the downside. Not a bad session overall. So I would say this is very choppy, sloppy, pretty close to new all-time high. It needs to digest within the time rather than rally. Netflix, the same here, just a $16 down. This is kind of like a choppy, sloppy here. If Netflix goes below 861, that would be a problematic trouble for Netflix. It can go all the way down to 760. But right now, still, it is there. So we don't want to just make too much out of it. Just focus on this pivot. Moving on to Tesla. Tesla, 4% down after yesterday's sell-off. Today, almost 5% actually to the downside, $22. Moving on to semiconductor index, still it's holding around here, 240 to 250. We need to see more choppiness here for a breakout to the upside. I'm kind of like a positive in this sector though. Stocks, the same pattern here. Taiwan Semiconductor, $1.43 down. Still a chopping around here, bullish consolidation. AMD just managed positive today, and 13 cents up, and not a bad session for AMD at all. NVIDIA, 2% down, but this is kind of like a pop and then coming back down. Just a lower shadow here, not bad. So we may see another rally to the upside. Texas Instrument, the same. Nice pattern here, bullish consolidation above the trend line. It's not bad at all. So Lam Research, the same here, just a pop, coming back down, just 59 cents down today. Still a bullish consolidation, small one. We may see another pop to 71. 79. Moving on to XLF, which is Spider for financials. This one is down today, 36 cents down. And KBE, the same pattern. KBE, not a good pattern. This is bearish consolidation. We want to see a failure if you're on the bull side. KRE, the same pattern here. We want to see a failure to the bull side. And JP Morgan, after pop today, we just got a corrective down. But that would be kind of like a within consolidation. Goldman Sachs, $5 down as well, within bullish consolidation. Doji bar, we need to see more consolidation if you're bullish. Bank of America, the same pattern here, 21 cents down. Wells Fargo, 65 cents down. However, after hours, it took a hit. And also, gold miners. Gold miners is forming, ending diagonal here, bottom formation. We may see a capitulation to the downside along with the gold. If gold goes down, that would be a fantastic buying opportunity. The same here for GDXJ. And also AEM is forming a bearish consolidation here. Newmont is forming another bearish consolidation. However, this is in demand area. And also there is going to be another demand area, $34. So we will see. Franco-Nevada, 37 cents down. And gold barracks, 6 cents down here as well. So all in all, I should say we should be patient for these names, because these ones are coming down and they're going to give us more buying opportunity. Moving on to the last sector for today, XLE, which is 1 cent up. A tackle, nice tackle to the upside. The nature of these names are stocks. So stock was down today, so that's why they were sold off, but not The same as the other like a big techies. XOP actually managed positive today. OIH at 9 cents down. Doji bar, not a bad session. Exxon, huge actually candle to the upside, then coming back down. Sellers still strong here, but I would say if this forms the base, it can rally to $115. And moving on to Chevron, Chevron after hours, it just had a nice pop to the upside, 144, 145. So we will see how it goes. All right. Again, tomorrow is going to be my forecast for 2025. Make sure to watch that video. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.